knows that basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So North Carolina's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Thomas back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle. And this
pass on the way, it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
It's a big old legacy. And
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's defense A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. They get to the line quickly.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his man. It's Etienne. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback adapting. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal, Clemson. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's O'Donnell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, when you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Graves. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Coming after him. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just a quick, rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's O'Donnell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job.
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The offense set for a first down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. He'll take a shot, and makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
North Carolina, second.
They'll try the left side. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic on the scrap. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He is brought down, but, man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Thomas back to pass. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Clemson is quick to the line. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to... Yeah, on the RPO, you want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Handoff from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 21.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Makes the score. Clemson 42. North Carolina 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
49. North Carolina 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Thomas looking to fire. He finds his man, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Continues to fight for yards. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clemson jumps to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And that's a first down.
Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. That's reeled in. It's Wall. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
At the 19.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. They get him down after he makes the catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on second down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the speed.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 82.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning. maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Thomas back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Clemson is quick to the line. He'll try it again. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming out. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 21.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Thomas looking to fire. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return, it's Everett. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. On the move is the 30. Can anyone catch him? And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Catch in the middle, it's Pugh. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
67, North Carolina.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They go to the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Tigers in the hurry up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
North Carolina, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
A 3rd down try for the offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you. He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the...
Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson jumps to the line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back on the move. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Thomas back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play.
3:25.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Finds a crease at the 20. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. From the gun, running back gets to give. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Thomas looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in game.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After not really playing their